station. My methods may mean nothing to you as you question my dedication, but to wear my life upon my sleeve is a source of my salvation. I'm still a new ability, it's not enough inside of me to bridges like a fire as I burn. I give myself to all of you, no matter what you're here doing, I'm expecting nothing in return. This makes me on briefly, you can choose to love or hate me better from the no, I'm just up to the sky. You don't have to need to spit me out, you pick me up and nothing, and no matter what, I'll always be the blind. I'm exposed, I don't know why. So much the ends of me settled into my eye, bare my soul, transparent light. So much the ends of me steps into my side. I just wanna say these words to those who give respect. Let's lose our minds, tear down the walls, and break some fucking death. I'm about to fight every day, I want a few days from away, but still I'm gonna smoke my share of blood. This little later, someone's all harder, but I'm not the only one. Feeling different shit to be the witness, but I'm with the thinking about the good and never been a son. We live to die, all but one thing on each other, carry on my mental bit until the day I'm dead. What is going on, everybody? Happy Unboxed Thoughts Monday. Happy Motivational Monday. Hope everybody had a great week. Enjoyed your weekend. What did everybody do this weekend? Anything special? You guys do anything good over your weekend? Let me know in the chat as the show goes on. We got a nice crowd in here today. It's good to see everybody. I want to first of all thank everybody for joining me on last week's episode. For those of you who weren't here and you're just catching up, we had taken the week off prior just because of previous shows. So I just thought it would be the right thing. It was the right time, take a break. And then we basically just came back last Monday and we just vibed. We just chat. We caught up. It was one of those types of shows. People asking, how was the show? Or I'm sorry I missed it. You didn't really miss anything. We just caught up with each other, had a little chat. But guys, I want to talk to you today. Actually, I got a couple of questions as well. And first and foremost, I want to thank everybody in the chat. I see we got Andrea in here today. We got Ashley, Maz in the house. Coach, good to see you, my man. Who else we got in here? Says we got 9 of you guys. Give me a arm emoji in the chat. Let me know you guys are here. That way I know who's here. Guys, I want to talk to you guys about relationships today. We're going to talk about relationships. Everybody up for that? And I don't mean like a husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend type deal. It could be towards your significant other. It could also be towards a friend, somebody that you had a falling out with, and you guys are no longer associating, et cetera, et cetera. So what would you guys do if you guys were in a relationship with somebody and, you guys had a falling out, whatever? You guys remember, it was probably about I want to say 4 or 5 episodes ago. We were talking about, different situations when we went to certain family events, friends functions, stuff like that. And we would have those thoughts in the back of our minds about the audacity of this person showing up, or, I wish I didn't see this person at this particular event, or else I go over there and punch him in the fucking face. I don't want to go over there and make an ass out of myself. You guys remember that? So I don't think we ever really touched on
And I want to know you guys' situations as well. All right, so speak to me today in the chat. All right, I want to have a lot of communication with you guys today. You know, we're all going to have different opinions and different outlooks on this particular subject. All right. Remember, it's a judge-free zone. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. So, suppose you guys had this really good friend. All right, you guys were really close, and you end up having fallen out with this individual, and you tried to do everything you possibly could to give that person advice, try to steer them in the right direction, etc., etc. And that person didn't listen to you. Now, I know we talk sometimes about, just like kids. Hey, welcome in, Fallon. Good to see you. Destiny, welcome in. Now, I know every situation, we stress that a lot on this show. All right, because of the topics and the subjects we get on, right? So everything that we talk about on this show, it all depends on the situation. It's not going to be for everybody. Every situation is different. I would like to remind you guys of that. So you get into a fallout with this person, and life goes on, right? You guys both hurt, maybe, it all depends. Some people are just so fucking spiteful. You know what I mean? Didn't feel a thing. And sometimes people get in those situations where they need to fall flat on their face in order for them to learn. We always like to learn like I did. I always like to try and be that extra ear or try to give advice and like that, right? And until one day I realized that the world is a lot better fucking place and a lot more interesting when you're not actually so much a fucking know-it-all, and you actually open up your ears and you expand your horizons. You're open to learn more, learn new things, right? It's a lot more exciting to learn something than to be a fucking know-it-all. So having said that, time passes after the fallout with this friend, and all of a sudden something tragic happens. All right. The worst of what you had wished happened, because they're not going to listen. Something bad's going to happen, but you still wish them the best, and hope that they learn. What would you guys do in the chat if you guys were so close with this individual, whereas you knew the second that this person left that it was going to burn bridges? And because this person had seen these events, red flags, whatever that you had mentioned in previous conversations with them, they're now seeing it for themselves. They thought somebody was gold. This person was magic, right? And you just knew the other person was a piece of shit. And it wasn't just you that told this person this. It was numerous types of people. Okay? And they finally see it for themselves. Full force. They go through a little bit of a healing process, if that's what you want to call it. And then the next thing you know, they're reaching out to you. What would you guys do? Because I'm seeing that shit more. All right. And we talk about all types of shit on this show. All right. And I honestly think, like, I was even thinking about this last week. I'm like, like, on this show we communicate a lot. We cover a lot, right? And I was thinking to myself that it's very important to maybe sometimes go back on particular topics and touch on them a little bit so we can dig a little deeper into them and, educate ourselves more on it, get other people's opinions and, good shit like that. Yeah, because like I was saying, I've just noticed it's happened in a couple of different situations. All right, that I've heard of, involved with, etc., etc. And like, I'd be fucking confused as shit. I'd be fucking confused as shit. Because, like I said, you guys in the chat, every situation is different. I still want to know. But I'm going to tell you mine. Because that's how y'all always want to play it. I'll tell my story first, then you guys follow. Ready? This person, not only did we have a disagreement with, did I have a disagreement with, but instead of just leaving the situation at that, whether if they were just in defense mode themselves, or maybe they were just really in denial, whatever the case is, right? This person went even further to like drag your name in the mud, to belittle as much as possible, humiliate you. And and it's one of those topics where it's like, I'll think about this, and then my brain literally goes fucking left and right field and all fucking areas in between. Because it's like, why? You didn't want to listen before. And it wasn't even like we had a regular disagreement where it was this fucking stupid fight and then all of a sudden we didn't talk for fucking God knows how long. No. It was something more fucking serious than that. And here's my answer, where I've gotten with this and how I stand with it right now. If I were to find myself to talk or associate in any way with this particular individual, that would be ridiculously fucking selfish of me. And it's funny that I'm even talking about this today because when was it? Like 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, my parents ended up ordering Chinese, right? And usually if I don't get, Chinese with them or whatever the case is, I go right after the fucking fortune cookies. I fucking love the fortune cookies. And I break it pointing at me,